Look at the sexy hair right there. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. You can't tell me with little fucking sticking up hair like that you wouldn't want to date a motherfucker like me. Yeah. Look at that. I'm a sexy motherfucker. God damn. Anyways, what's going on, guys? My name is Matt Freeman, and I like to talk a lot. And unfortunately, I just literally recorded 4 minutes of a video that I have no idea if it will even be uploaded because my internet connection said that it was bad and that it couldn't reconnect because I forgot to plug in the wire to the laptop, and nothing like my phone nor my computer could bring the stream up. So it was like not working, but my stream was showing that it was still recording. So either a 4 minute random video of me talking about nothing comes up or it doesn't. But regardless, what's going on, guys? My computer feels a little grainy than normal, and that was mainly because there's a large amount of light coming from this general area, henceforth the sun. And since I have this door open, I just finished mowing, and henceforth why I have no shirt on, and I'm sweaty as shit. So I'm not going to shut that garage door because that's the main airflow into this garage. And and obviously, like I said, it's very sunny outside, so it's making this like glare, and because of that, it makes all this like grainy in the dark spots. But regardless to that, I hope everybody out there has been doing fantastic. Um, I'm not doing bad myself. A lot of people have theories when I stop posting videos, and I understand that. I mean, there's been times in the past I get depressed, and it's hard to make videos when you're depressed, and so that kind of keeps me from wanting to record videos. And so I could kind of understand how some people, when I stop posting videos, people kind of like reach out and just try to make sure that I'm okay because people are like, you're not making videos, and I'm worried that you might be depressed or upset about life. And I mean, yeah, okay, maybe a few things here and there are not really the greatest, and or things could be better, but I'm not really in like a bad spot. I'm not depressed. That's not the reason why I haven't been comment or making videos and stuff, which I'm going to get into that now. But mainly the reasons why I have yet to record vlogs is because now that I work nights, I am awake at night. But see, at the same time, like it's hard. I don't know. It's like hard to explain in the sense of like I work. So let's just use this week's schedule just for the sheer example of it. So like I work tonight, I work tomorrow night, I work Friday night because today's Wednesday. If you didn't know, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then I'm supposed to work on Saturday night as well. And so when you work a bunch of nights like that, and then you finally have it where you have a night that you don't have to work, you tend to fill that with something because you got to realize everybody else works a normal job, so they work during the day, so they have their nights off. But see, since I'm up all day and I don't have anything to do, and then I work all night, when I have a free night, I usually plan to do something. So I go over to somebody's house. That's mainly where I've been going. But I go over to people's houses. I go hang out with them. I go to a fire. I go to this. I go to that. Because it's nighttime and it's my time off. Normally my work time is my time off. So I have to fill the times that I have with stuff that I want to do. Because, obviously weekdays aren't really super busy, but say somebody has a fire Friday night, but I work Friday night, and then somebody else has a fire Saturday night, and I don't work Saturday night. Instead of staying home and recording a live stream like typically had done since it's summer, and I'm trying to make the best of 2020 summer, I've been going places and stuff like that, and so I just wanted well, I mean, that's not the only thing I'm going to talk about when there's all about all this, but it's just mainly like that's the main thing I want to just make clear to everybody. I'm not recording vlogs because I'm done with them or something. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do it. I've thought about changing the time again, but like I said, the only thing that works for me is during the day, and I know nobody else can watch live, so I'd either have to record all of these live, but by myself, and then you guys would have to watch them later, or fucking, I don't know, we have to figure it out kind of thing. Uh, but yeah, so everything that way, and spirits are good, and And, like I said, I've just been keeping myself busy going over to people's houses and stuff. So I haven't really been like home to be able to record vlogs when I would be home. Um, a lot of people have it in their head that I went to jail because I kind of mentioned a couple weeks back, or well, actually, it's been like a month since I recorded a vlog, so it's been longer than that. But like 2 months ago, I brought up the fact that I was dealing with some stuff involving me having to go to court for something I did years back and all this other stuff. And so naturally, again, most people, when I disappeared, they start leaving comments being like, "Did you go to jail?" Because like people just assume because I said some bad things about having to go to court and not showing up to live streams that automatically means that I went to jail. And I can assure you, I have not been to jail. I do not plan to go to jail, nor do I have to go to jail. I can now officially talk about what happened, which I will do that now as well. But you gotta bear with me because it's not as bad as it seems like. But um, I let's see, it would have been about about 2 or 3 years ago. I stole a bunch of money, right? And now you might be like, that's bad, Matt. You shouldn't steal things. And I agree, you should not steal things. But see, I kind of like stole it legally, as weird as that sounds. But when I explain the situation, you'll understand into further depth. And then maybe this is also another thing that can help everybody else out into not making dumb decisions in life. But what I did was I got a credit card and I maxed the credit card out after the first year of owning it. And then I say I lost my job, but I quit my job. So, I mean, I lost my own job, but I quit my job. And when I didn't have a job to pay for shit, it came down to being, well, I need to pay my credit card or I have to pay my fucking, car insurance. And it's like, I can't drive my car to get another job if I don't have car insurance, but I can get away with not paying my credit card. So I stopped paying on my one credit card, which, yes, a lot of also people would probably be like, oh, sure, I'm sure your credit's fucking horrible. And it's not. I actually, funny enough, I just got my credit score and a couple days ago, and I'm still sitting at 720. So I mean, 720 ain't bad for credit at all. Um, but yeah, so I stopped paying my credit card bill. That went on for about a year of them charging me for late fees and like interest and all that shit. So it went from being a $500 limit credit card to being a fucking owing them over $1,000 because of the fact of like everything that got tallied and added on that like I said, that I hadn't been paying and stuff like that. And so, um, the whole idea in my head was just like that thing of being like, once I get a job, I can start paying this credit card off. They canceled the card, so I wasn't being charged money anymore. But it was still the fact I owed them like a big chunk of money. And so in my head, I keep being like, oh, every time I'll get a job and then I'll pay it back. Well, the way it worked is I'd get a job and then like, I'd work for like a month, I'd get financially stable, and then one way or another, either getting fired or just fucking I got laid off at one place and stuff like that. I mean, just like throughout little things, I would end up losing that job. And so I never actually had enough money saved up where I felt like, yeah, here's a big chunk I can give you for this credit card I paid off to pay it off. And so I just kept going and going. And obviously I had all kinds of credit or debt collectors calling me and hitting me up and trying to, tell me that I owed them money. And I just never answered the phones. They left me voicemails. I just let them go with voicemail. I got letters in the mail. I just let the letters, sit there pretty much until finally I've got a big packet from Wadsworth Municipal Court simply stating that I have to go to court due to the fact that I have not paid my credit card bill. So I finally called the debt collector back because it was like, yeah, maybe I should talk to them because I don't really want to go to court. So I talked to the debt collectors and we have it all set up. So now I'm making payments on my credit card again, and I don't have to go to court as long as I pay every month on the 25th, I think it is. I have $50 a month, which I could have gone for lower, but I figured I'd just get it paid off as soon as possible, would be helpful for me. So for $50 every month on the 25th until I pay off my $1,000 and whatever. And then, like I said, if I don't make one payment, they keep all that money and then I have to go to court and then they'll still make me pay the full amount. So it's real bullshit to think that I could pay like $850 worth of like payments, accidentally miss one fucking payment. They'll keep all that $850, take me to court, and make me pay them $1,100 in court. So I pretty much have just given them $800 for free. So it's more of like it's supposed to be an incentive of like, don't fuck up, make sure you make your payments and stuff like that. And so, you know, fortunately, it's automatic. It just takes it out of my bank account. So I just have to make sure I got $25 in the bank account on the 25th. But yeah, so big step in my life of learning why when you borrow money from somebody like a bank or a credit card, you have to pay that shit off because the government will chase you and put you in jail if you don't. And I don't want to go to jail. I don't think I'd be pretty good in jail. I'd probably be very talkative. A lot of people would probably talk to me, but I'm not very violent, and I'd probably be somebody's bitch because I'm just not that type of person. So yes, no jail time. Don't have to worry about any of that. Didn't even have to go to court. And no, I'm not in jail to also solve some of your other questions as to where I've been. So let's see. There's something else I was going to talk about too, and I'm trying to think about it. So I talked about why I haven't been streaming for fucking mental state's been good, and I'm not in jail. There was something else. God, why can't I remember? There's something else that everybody always leaves comments saying on my shit, and I can't think of it for the life of me, but there's something else that people think happened to me, and it's like, no, I'm fine. I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still able to record videos. It's just harder with what I got going on in life at the moment. So, it's one of those things where, as long as y'all can be patient, I'm not saying it's going to be another month or two before I come back to doing things again, or like at least posting videos and stuff like that, but still haven't even fixed my gaming computer. So, I mean, that's a month now. It's sat and done absolutely nothing. Yeah, I've just been living the summer life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to enjoy the good weather. It's been in the 90s the last few weeks here. Nothing like a cold bottle of water to cool you off, I just drank 16 ounces of water in like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds maybe. I mean, I'm not saying it was like some world record. I just did it in some ungodly fast time. I'm just meaning it was still pretty interesting to think that I just drank 16 ounces of water in literally like 20 seconds. So, Robbie, I have not meant to ignore you this whole time. I just wanted to talk through what I had to talk through before I got into and like saying hello to you in the chat. I also have not technically finished what I was talking about because there's still something else that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'll get there. I'll figure it out eventually. I was going to talk about something. Interesting. Can't remember. That's the Matt Freeman brain for you right there. Shit. But yeah, Joe, you missed all the talk about why I've not been streaming and stuff. So I mean, if you guys are interested in hearing as to my excuses as to where I've been the last month, you can watch the first 15 minutes of this video and it will be an whatever. It will tell you what's up. I need to do another update video on my garden because I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about with that because there's a lot of stuff that went bad and a lot of stuff that went good. And I've been But, work's been going good. I mean, as much as being a pizza boy can be good, I guess. I worked for 4th of July weekend. I worked whatever days 4th of July was. So yeah, I worked Friday and Saturday, and made like $110 on Friday, and then made $160 on 4th of July. So it's pretty dope when you make almost $200 in tips just delivering pizzas for 6 hours on 4th of July. It's like, wow, that's pretty good money. But I worked tonight for 3 hours from 8 to yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I worked, in theory, it's like I worked 2 days, and I worked 6 hours for both days. So I worked 12 hours in 2 days, and in that 12-hour time, I got paid $260, and that's actually really good. Like, averaging that out, somebody did it at work for me. I forget now what it was, but it was like I was making like $18 or $19 an hour at that rate or something like that. Like it was something ridiculously high, and I was just like, God damn, I'm all about that. But I also would enjoy having a normal job again, just because kind of hate working nights. I hate giving up my nights because, like I said, everybody else works during the day and I work at night. So, fucking, I have like Fridays I have to work and shit like that, and everybody wants to have a fire on Friday, or people want to get drunk on Saturday, and it's like I can't do these things because I work nights. By the time I get off, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and most people are like drunk and getting ready for bed, if not like not really trying to party at 1 o'clock. So it's kind of like fucks me over. Um, but at the same time, I hate to give up such good money. I mean, like that's why I have often been thinking about recently, like maybe deciding like fuck it, reach out, sacrifice a little bit of sacrifice very little of my very little social life that I have, and get a day job, a normal day job where I work a normal, like 9 to 5 kind of thing. Um, and then, keep the delivery also, just so that way I still make like good chunk of change at night, and I make a steady check during the day and a chunk of change at night that, I could then use the delivery money as like my cash money that I carry around with me. And then I can use the check money for like, saving and putting in my bank and buying a house or an apartment or, something like that. But I mean, I like delivering and I don't like delivering. It's got a lot of ups and downs to it. And I'm sure, being as you were a delivery person at one point, you probably also know about of everything that I'm going to talk about. But I mean, it's good for the fact of like I can walk, um, I can walk into, um, I can walk into like the shop, and there'll be nobody, and like everybody, no pizzas that need to be delivered. So if I'm not working, if I'm not delivering pizzas, then I have a few small jobs to do. But if I've already finished the small jobs and I still have nothing to do, then all I do is stand there on my phone, because my whole point of my job of being there is literally to deliver pizzas. And if there's no pizzas to deliver, then I have nothing to do. So they literally just tell us like, oh, just stand on your phone, play a game, text somebody, do something, just do something to get keep yourself like occupied until you get delivery. So it's like if you get some downtime and then all of a sudden you get, fucking 8 orders and then you got to start running around delivering and stuff. I'd much rather be in the car or in the truck out delivering pizzas than I would to have to stand there and be on my phone. I do from time to time still play on my phone and stuff like that, but for the most part, even though it's not maybe the most serious job in the world, I still try to stay off my phone, because I don't want to get myself into the habit of being on my phone all the time at work, because eventually I'll get a different job that I won't be allowed to, and B, Realistically, you're just not supposed to be on your phone at work. It feels very odd to be at my phone on my phone playing a game or texting a bunch of people and stuff while I'm working. Just because, like I said, the whole point of being there is to be working. And so yeah, so then I'll get like calls, and I'd much rather be out of the shop in my truck driving around than I would be standing in there doing nothing. So I'm cool with deliveries. The things I hate about deliveries um, are well, obviously, I'll try to stick with the goods, I guess, for now. But you make good money delivering tips, or I mean, in tips when you deliver. Sometimes you either meet people that are very nice and interesting people, or you you see somebody you already know, because I have obviously had to deliver to houses for people that I've already, that I actually know in life. Um, and then uh, see, I'm trying to think of what goods there are. I mean, it gets me good with my GPS. I'm better at understanding my GPS and knowing when I have to turn and when it says here and do this and stuff like that. Like I'm really good at that. I'm getting better with, fucking knowing my way around my own town, which is funny sounding because I've lived here for almost 30 years. So you'd think I would be pretty good at it. But there's surprisingly a lot of streets and houses in this town that I have never seen in my entire life, and I now know that they're there, and it blows my mind because some of them are like in the smack dab middle of town, but it's just some mansion that's been built around a bunch of crappy houses, so you just don't know it's there because you just see the houses are in the area, and you're just like, oh, it's just like a poor neighborhood. And you fucking drive down in there, and you turn into this one road, and boom, there's just this fucking mansion. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, when did that happen? The house looks new, so it's probably got to be within the last 10 years or so, but still the fact of like, I don't remember construction happening or nothing. Like, so I don't, it's pretty interesting about that. Like learning different places and stuff like that. If I have to then switch over to things I hate, which the list for things I hate definitely outweigh the things of I like, but it's still not enough that I would like quit my job. I don't hate it all much to be like I'm fucking done with this, but it beats my truck up. My truck is falling apart now. Like literally, my whole front end of my truck has to be replaced. And every time I drive it to get gas, or even like tonight when I go to leave to go deliver pizzas tonight, it pops, it clangs, it makes all kinds of nasty noises. Every time you turn the car, you think the whole front end's about to break off. I mean, it's bad, and that's obviously because I'm fucking driving. I mean, going in and out of driveways that are uneven and all this other stuff. Even though yes, sometimes you make good tips or you just do enough deliveries, getting $3, $4 tips here and there that adds up. But then you also get many times where people don't tip you at all, which fucking whatever. Really, it doesn't really super bother me, but it's just kind of like shitty. Like, I mean, I just drove all the way out here to give you this pizza, and you don't even have the audacity to fucking give me $1. Like, I've had people give me $1, and that kind of is a bit disappointing because it's like, really, $1? But compared to nothing at all, I'd much rather just receive $1. So those are the people that really annoy me, is the people that don't um, don't pay you tips. You've got people who are very rude when you deliver pizzas. You got people who are very weird when you deliver pizzas. You got people that when you deliver pizza to their houses, their front door, before they even open it, smells like a dog and cat had just pissed and shit all over the place. Then they open that door up and it blasts you in the face with the smell of piss and shit of animals, makes you want to gag, and then you just think like, how the hell do these people live in these houses? Like, they're disgusting. Um, I absolutely hate it when I have to deliver because on a main street, because there's obviously 4 main roads in my town. You got the center of my town, and you got a road that goes this way, this way, this way, and this way, north, south, east, and west. And so because of that, if you get any of the houses that are on that main road, you're usually blocking a fuck ton of traffic when you're trying to drive slow to find the right house that you have to deliver to. I absolutely hate the fact that half the houses in this town don't have numbers either painted or, stuck to the side of the houses, so you have literally no idea what the house number is. I hate the fact that people leave messages on the food that says leave on porch, please do not knock, and then you leave it on the porch and you don't knock, and then they call the shop saying they never got their pizza, and it's like, what do you want, Norman? Norman. My neighbor's dog's in my garage right now. Can you come up here? Hi, Normie. Norman, here's Norman. You're good. Be nice. That's my dog barking and crying because another dog walked in here to say hello to me, and she was like jealous because she's a woman, and I'm her man. So when another dog comes over here, she's like, yo yo yo, you stay away from my man, even though Norman's a guy and she's a girl. So I mean, it doesn't really add up. But regardless, I could go on literally for a long time. There's a lot of things about my job I don't like, but there's a few things that I like that outweigh the fact if I don't like it. So it's definitely one of those things where I'm going to continue to do it for now, as the fact of it's good money. When I'm working and stuff, but it's definitely nothing I would keep as like a long term. Like I could not do this job for the rest of my life, and like I said, I also am thinking about possibly trying to get myself a real day job and still keeping the deliveries at night because I usually don't work until 6 o'clock, and I highly doubt I'd get a job that makes me work till 6. Even if I had a job that made me work till 5, you know, I'd still be able to probably get off, get home, throw a shirt on and go work at, pizza place for a couple hours and, just make some extra money on top of it. So just be a good way of saving up a big chunk of change, having this part-time job that still gets me really good money, but then at the same time get a full-time everyday job. Just got to figure out where or what I want to do because as I did a lot of factory work in my life, so I'm sure I could go back to doing factory work, but it's like, I don't want factory work. I don't want to spend the rest of my life working in a building in a factory running a machine. And that, unfortunately, for people like us who don't have college degrees and have to go out and get just normal day jobs and, take what you can get kind of jobs, you're going to get a factory. Like that's out there. It's very common, especially in Ohio. Factories are everywhere and people are always constantly hiring. So, I mean, like, it's just getting to the point where it's just, I'm either going to have to suck it up and work in the factory for the rest of my life, or I use this time now that I'm working as a pizza boy, making decent-ish money, to find myself an actual good fucking job, or at least a job that I enjoy doing. I'm starting to get a little bit more of an understanding of, like, if you do something for a living, like there's people I work with who deliver pizzas and have delivered pizzas their entire life, and they don't plan on changing that. They probably will work at Domino's till the day that they retire. Honestly, at this point in my life, I would normally be like, wow, you've really aspired to be something great in your life. If you're like, yeah, I'm going to be a pizza boy for the rest of my life. Like, it's like, yeah, you're aspiring to be really great, aren't you? But at the same time, it's like, dude, like, if you truly enjoy delivering pizzas, like you enjoy all the aspects of having delivered pizzas and all the stuff that goes along with it, and you have fun doing it and you make good money doing it, then who am I to sit here and say you can't do it? Like these guys that I work with that have been doing it for a long time and plan on doing it for probably forever, they all own their own houses. They have wives and kids. I mean, it's not like these dudes are like some low life, middle of nowhere, like they're just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where you don't expect 40-some-year-old dudes who deliver pizzas to be somewhere like decent in life. You kind of feel like it's like me, where you're getting the job because you need something, or you're struggling in life and you need to, I've never really thought about the fact that there are people out there that do get pizza delivery jobs and work them their entire lives. And that's weird. But like I said, they're financially set. So I mean, like, it shows that they can do it. I don't want to, I don't want to be a pizza boy for the rest of my life, but it's still a fact of like, I'm starting to understand the fact of like, when you find something, yeah, okay, like maybe I worked at Walmart, which I don't, and I won't, but I'm just saying, like, say if I worked at Walmart and I fell in love with working there and I was like, I love doing this job and I made decent money. Yeah, I'm sure going up to somebody and saying, like, what do you do? And they're like, I work on construction, I build bridges. And you're like, that's dope. And they're like, what do you do? And you're like, I work at Walmart. Obviously, you can see how there's a little bit of a difference. You got the guy is like, I bust my ass all day, and you sit there and work in the store, you know. And that's how I had the attitude of it, was just kind of like, you don't really have a real job if you work in the store, if you work at a fast food place or this or that, and you use it as like, this is my job, I'm going to retire from here. So I was like, you can't fucking work at Walmart the rest of your life and retire. That you just can't do it. But now I'm starting to understand, if you enjoying something and making good money while doing it is well worth 10 times more of going out and just getting a factory job that I absolutely hate just because I want a steady paycheck. Um, it's just like, uh, money is money in the sense of that, it's fucking, you make your money however you make your money, and I make my money however I make my money. If I'm financially stable and I'm able to live on my own and afford my own stuff, but I do a job that's differently than that of what you do, so what? And, we all do our own things in life. So I mean, like, I'm definitely, it's like an evolutionary. This pizza job has evolutionarily changed me into understanding that, like, whatever XVU said in the chat said, there is no shame in any job, and this is true. This is what I'm meaning. You can't shame somebody else for the job that they have because it works for them, and then they're doing. I understand there is people out there that they could, like in my situation, like I could definitely go out and get a better job. It makes more money and has more hours and all this other stuff. I'm not denying that, but I'm more than likely going to do that, and I'm going to end up working at somewhere where I'm just doing it like a robot. Like, I'm just doing it because I'm like, I make money, I got hours, that's it. There's no enjoyment behind it. It's like my factory job. I worked for 8 years. I absolutely hated it. I hated every aspect of it. But I stayed there because it was a rut. I was stuck in a rut of, I'm making money, I've got 40 hours a week. Why would I leave? And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't enjoy it, then you're going to hate it. And every day that I came home, I was in a bad mood. I yelled at everybody that I talked to. I blow up on people because I was stuck dealing with idiots all day. When you work with idiots all day and you have to boss idiots around all day, it really drives you crazy about how dumb people can be and the mistakes people make after they've worked at a job for like 8 years. And you have to bust their balls about shit, and it's just like, it was just too much. So it finally just got to the point where I was like, I can't do this. It's not healthy for me to do this. It's literally getting to the point, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not a psycho, but it was getting to that annoyance part of the job, that it was getting to a point where it was like, half the time I fantasize about coming in and murdering all of you people because, like, I just hated everybody I worked with. Like I said, I'm not a psycho. Would I have done that? Absolutely not. I'm not going to go in anywhere and kill anybody. But I'm just meaning, like, that's that annoyance, and that's why I had to quit, is because I just realized, like, I'm like, if I'm that bad somewhere where I don't even want to show up because I hate everybody I work with and I don't want to deal with the bullshit that they're going to make me go through during the day, then I shouldn't be working there. Yeah, I also could fight and say, or we could have just fired every single other person, and fucking got rid of them, and then rehired everybody. But then at that point, I would have had to train all these brand new people on how to run these machines and stuff. And it's like, that would have been 10 times the headache of just dealing with dumb people to begin with. So it's like, but yeah, I mean, it's just got to a point where I was like, I can't do this, and on top of that, somebody told me the day that I turned my 2-week notice, and somebody came up to me and said I was complaining about work again, and they started laughing because they know I'm complaining about work all the time, and they were like, dude, you're going to work here the rest of your life. You know that, right? Like, just trying to make me understand that I was going to be there forever. And I was like, bullshit. So fucking, I gave them the thing I was using in my machine. I gave it to them. I was like, could you run this for a second? And they were like, yeah. And they just kind of looked at me weird. I walked right up into my boss's office and said, I'm turning my 2-week notice in. Because I was just the fact that I wanted out of there. I hated my fucking job. I hated everybody around me. I made shit money. And, and then on top of that, people there thought that I was gonna be there forever. And yes, it felt good, but now it's at where it's at now, where I've not been able to hold a job more than like 2 or 3 months for the last 2 years. And it's really starting to question things on my own end. Like, am I not as good as a worker as I thought I was? Because it makes very strange sense to think that the factory kept me there for 8 years because I was that good of a worker, but yet, and I was production line manager, so I managed the production floor, but yet I can't keep a job anywhere else. It's just very odd in a sense, like very odd, and so um, I'm I'm a butterfly floating in the wind, just trying to find that perfect place to land. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, um, wait, what is contact tracing? Like, what is that exactly? I've never even heard of it, but that's pretty cool. If that's really how that shit works, I can just go online, take a free fucking certificate class, and fucking go get me some fancy job. Um, but yeah, so I mean, it's fucking. Uh, Oh man, disgusting. Well, unfortunately, guys, I mean, I've already recorded a 36-minute long video. It's almost 37 minutes, and I do have currently 6 people watching, which I appreciate, and and I'm glad that some of you showed up to talk and everything like that. Um, really? That's fucking cool. Is that like what you do? Is that like how you know about this or whatever? I mean, that seems like a very fucking it definitely sounds like an interesting job. I'm like, goddamn. But I'm actually going to get off of here now because I only have 2 hours until I have to be at work. And even though it sounds like 2 hours is a lot you can do in 2 hours, and you'd be very surprised how fast it catches up to you. And the next thing you know, you're like, oh shit, I got to go to work. So I just want to get off of here and just kind of sit back, relax for a little bit before I have to actually like physically get ready for work. And then after, and then once I get ready and I'm good to go, I can go work and I'll be there for 3 hours. And I get off at 11 and I can um yeah, have a fantastic day yourself. I'm just let's see, I work tomorrow and I work at 6, I believe. Let me pull up this here notepad thing I had to do to remember what my fucking hours were. Yeah, I work 8 to 11 today, and I work 6 to 12 tomorrow, and I work 5 to 11:30 on Friday. So pretty much, as you can see, the next 3 day or these next 3 days, including today, tomorrow, and Friday, are all like long night work hour kind of things. So I'm obviously not going to be able to live stream for any of those. And then Saturday, I do have plans for Saturday, so I probably won't be able to live stream either unless I set it up there and live stream while I'm there. But I'm not sure if that would work or not. But yes, anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed. I just simply wanted to get on here real quick, give everybody an update as to the whole Matt Freeman life, where I've been, how everything's been going. No, I'm not in jail. And just give everybody a nice, warm hearted welcome to Matt Freeman coming back at some point. I mean, I'll be back. I mean, I didn't quit making videos. I still have a few videos on my phone that I just have yet to upload, so they'll be up eventually. I still need to do another garden update, like I was saying, because I got a lot of stuff I got to talk about with all of that. I still need to get this here hunk of junk fixed so that I can, be able to live stream from a real computer again and all that fun stuff. So, but if you guys like the video, a like would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to keep up with cool, awesome content like this one. If you're already part of the channel, you could share the video and show other people that I am still here. I am still alive, and I do still plan to make you guys fantastical videos in the near future, as long as everybody's still willingly able to watch. So, until next time, guys, have a fantastic day, have a fantastic life, and I hope everything goes fantastically for you, because the next time you see me, I'm going to be a fucking baller. I'm just joking. I'm already a baller. What are you talking about? Goodbye, my friends, and I love you, because men can love men without being gay.